Thank you for visiting our Deportation Services category. I'm Tony Ramos, founding immigration attorney at M.A. Ramos & Associates, P.C. Our firm staffs an experienced and seasoned defense attorney that can represent you in deportation and removal proceedings. If you are not a citizen of the United States and have ever been arrested, detained, or charged with a crime or any other type of violation, the government can try to deport you from the United States even if you were not convicted or served time in jail, and even if you complied with all the court-imposed conditions. If you've ever been detained and leave the United States, upon your return to the United States, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement will detain you and initiate deportation proceedings against you. This could happen even if your criminal case was closed and or you complied with all the court-imposed conditions. Every case is different and each form of relief unique. A minor detail like leaving the country or not leaving the United States can trigger and eventually lead to your deportation. If you are deported from the United States or leave voluntarily, you might not be able to try to return to the United States for 10 or 20 years. And if you do return to the United States after your deportation without the authorization of the United States government, you can spend several years in a federal jail. In addition, if you are a permanent resident and leave the United States pursuant to a deportation order and or a voluntary departure order, you might lose your Social Security benefits for life. That means that if you have worked and paid taxes in the United States, you will lose all the money you paid in Social Security and will have no retirement benefits in the United States, whether you pay taxes for 1 year, 10 years, or 50 years. When you are facing deportation, the following forms of relief might be available to you: cancellation of deportation for permanent residents and for non-permanent residents, legalization through family petitions such as petitions by a family member, waivers specific to different situations, naturalization, that is, becoming a U.S. citizen, derivative citizenship, such as when one of your parents was a U.S. citizen when you were born, automatic citizenship, such as when one of your parents became a U.S. citizen and you were under 18 years of age, asylum, withholding of deportation, NACARA, or Nicaraguan Adjustment and Central American Relief Act, registry for people who continuously lived in the United States since 1972, legalization as a victim of spousal abuse, temporary protected status, visas for victims of crimes, visas for government informants, and specific visas for natives of different countries and their family members, such as under the Cuban Adjustment Act. If you are facing criminal charges, we might be able to assist your criminal defense attorney or public defender in entering a plea that will not negatively affect your immigration status. In addition, if you are a permanent resident facing criminal charges, the government must prove that the crime you allegedly committed makes you deportable. So you might be able to fight your deportation by simply contesting the immigration charges. Immigration law is very specialized, and one minor detail can ruin your immigration status for life. In deportation proceedings, you have a right to an attorney, but the government will not assign you a government-paid attorney. So you will have to hire your own attorney. Do not give up your rights or lose everything. Contact an immigration attorney now. Please contact our office today and learn about how we can help represent and defend your case. Our experienced deportation defense attorney can make the difference in your case. Call us for a free initial consultation with Fausto Falzone, our deportation and removal proceedings immigration attorney. We can be reached at area code 956-725-5166 or toll free in the United States at 1-888-878-4727. That is 1-888-US-VISA. Thank you for visiting RamosImmigrationLaw.com. I'm Tony Ramos. Thank you for listening.